Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone who are teaching this truth and sincerity. And a shout out to Yakim that's out there on the four corners of the earth proclaiming this truth. Braka the Yahweh, Braka the Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem Rakakadash, Braka. So, a lot of people are in a family feud right now, you know, because they are very uncertain as to the next president. Survey says Joe Biden, right? Okay, so now they're trying to say that Georgia is more going in the favor of Joe Biden, you know, which he only needs 6 more points to win. And, of course, you know, the deep state media, as well as Anonymous, has been putting it out there, as well as the rest are knowing that a lot of people who didn't vote, those votes are automatically going to Joe Biden. So massive cheating going on. Kind of like the 2012 election. Mitt Romney was actually filling up the stadiums while Barack Obama, who had failed as a president, and the Benghazi scandal was out there, yet he still managed to win presidency. You know, he got reelected, you know, and then everything went even worse, you know, the Sandy hoax and a whole bunch of other things happened, you know, so expect the worst, you know, and they're not for the Israelites. See, you know, at the same time, though, you know, we know that, hey, you know, maybe it is Joe Biden who starts World War III. You know, this guy seems to be 100 times worse, you know. Even Vladimir Putin says that he's been watching Joe Biden on the anti-Russian rhetoric, you know, and just the way that he lies. And not to mention, Donald Trump was more of an entertainer, and Joe Biden has been a Jesuit, has been in this thing all his life. And, you know, and Donald Trump was more of an actor and of a real estate man, you know, a broker pretty much. You know, Trump Hotels, you know. So either way, though, this is not going to end well. But unlike Mitt Romney, Donald Trump is not going to just automatically concede like Mitt Romney does, you know, where Mitt Romney was just hanging out with Barack Obama a couple days after, you know, the election was over. No, this time he plans to fight it in the Supreme Court, you know, over these states. Because, you know, like everything else, though, pretty much, though, we know this has been nothing but a shit show, and let's face it, they wanted him gone. There's no way in hell that all those people voted for Biden. There's no way. Again, he didn't campaign like Trump did, and I see more Trump signs than I do Biden signs. Let's face it. And this is supposed to be a Trump or a Biden state. Ah, man, they love Trump up here, man. And the same thing with Vacaville and lots of other places that I travel. You know, they love Trump. You know, so there's just no way that they could say that, oh, okay, you know, he won. But you see, the system's rigged anyways. But you see, if you're an Israelite, you know, you don't partake in these things. You know, like Jake, who's like all freaked out. Oh, you didn't vote, man. You know, your vote automatically goes to Trump. You know, because you didn't vote. You know, and she's all chewing her son out, you know. Fucking losing their mind and shit, man. It's like, these are not your people. They're not even from you. Oh, you think of from your nation because Kamala Harris. Right. Who is pretty much Esau. You can call her an Edomite because, let's face it, she's in bed with Esau. Anybody in bed with Esau is an Edomite. Plain and simple, you know. You can't even look at them as our people. Hey, man, we've got a lot of our, you know, women that are married to Edomites. So guess what? They're Edomites by default. You know, you are who you're married to, even if you come from another nation. You know, that's why it's said to not be unequally yoked, you know. It doesn't mean that we men can't have aborigines. Of course we can. But it's talking about in particular the female man, you know. Because again, you know, we're a scattered meted people, you know. And that's just it. Not all of us are going to look alike. But we're going to have the spirit of prophecy, you know. And that's what's happening, is the spirit of prophecy. This being the year of prophecy, has that not gone out? Have we not seen prophecy? So, ratings back in the purple tier here again, you know, and this time they say it's not going to be just a couple days. It's going to be at least 3 weeks where, well, you know, this teeter and tottering is going to happen just right before the second lockdown anyways. You know, a nationwide lockdown is coming, man. The UK has it. Most of EU has it. Israeli state has it. Well, who do you think runs this place? Israeli state, Amalek. So, you know, these goddamn gutter rats are planning to shut everything down because they're the bankers that control everything. And everything's gearing towards the digital dollar and digital wallet, which is why they ain't even going to pass the stimulus until about January, right? But it's going to be digitally passed. You know, you're going to have to get your microchip. Because that's exactly what Joe Biden said. Can a microscopic tag be implanted to everyone? You will rule on that, mark my words, before your 10 years up. As he said. And that's happened, you know. When he was vice president, it did go into effect under H.R. 3960 that you had to have an implantable chip in the Obamacare Act. You know, and he plans to redefine Obamacare and make it Biden-care. So it's going to be 100 times worse. We thought Obamacare was bad. You know, people were losing their jobs right and left because of the Obamacare premiums, you know, which was a high taxation for everyone. You know, so people were losing their jobs right and left. You know, so Mitt Romney, he came along, you know, promising new jobs, and a lot of people voted him in. But their vote didn't count. You know, that proves that this thing is rigged, you know. I can remember that shit, you know. The Benghazi scandal was out. Fox News was airing it every day. Sean Hannity was doing reports on it, you know. Red Eye was talking about it. But you see, Barack Obama still won re-election anyways. You know, because that's what they do, is they lie, they cheat, and they steal, you know. Either way, though, we don't make no pledge. We don't elect anyone, you know. The only people we would elect is people of our nation, so we elect Yahushua to destroy this place. Well, how do we prove that we're members of the elect? By doing what the elect are supposed to be doing, feeding the flock, you know, coming out here diligently and teaching, you know, while we still can. They are going to shut this down very shortly here. You know, BitChute was down for a little while. It seems to be up and running now, but it was down during Election Day, you know. They did that on purpose, showing you that they're going to shut down the other alternatives, you know, because a lot of us did end up on BitChute because of bullshit too, you know, because bullshit YouTube, man, you know, they take your video down for stupid shit, man. Then again, it's them Amalekites, you know, so them Amalekites don't like what you're saying, man. They'll just take it down, you know. I've learned that, especially when doing live streams or premiere modes, you know, so maybe that's not so great, you know, even though I kind of like it, you know, because then I can comment back and forth perhaps, and others can talk among themselves. I'll put a lot of my videos in premiere mode. I don't have 1,000 subscribers anyways to go into live mode, so I just, you know, I record it and then I go and I upload it, you know, and a lot of times I would put it into premium, but then after putting it in premiere, I then, next thing you know, remove because of communication guidelines strike, you know. So next week I should be back on it. So nonetheless, though, already on alternative, you know. But either way, though, you know, the Most High knows who's working diligently and who isn't, you know. And we're supposed to be doing this every day, you know, putting up lessons, videos, you know. But nonetheless, though, you can see, though, that this place is falling apart, man. People do feel it, you know. The hope is gone, you know. Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 2, and it reads, "Declare you among the nations and publish and set up a standard. Publish and conceal not. Say, Babylon is taken. Baal is confounded. Medarach is broken in pieces. Her idols are confounded. Her images are broken in pieces." You know, everybody sees that this place is crumbling apart, man. You know. Her idols are confounded. Her images are broken in pieces. So again, man, this strong tower and all that, man, it can't convince the people of nothing anymore. "For out of the north cometh a nation up against her, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein. They shall remove, they shall depart, both man and beast." That's right, man. A lot of people are fleeing this place because they know the destruction's coming, man. They know that there's going to be a nuclear war. You know, those in the know. A lot of people, man, they don't think that there's going to be a nuclear war, you know. You know, they're fucking worried about a virus. They ain't afraid of a nuclear war, you know. You have to laugh at stupidity for what it is. "In those days and in that time, saith the Most High, the children of Yasharallah shall come, and the children of Yahweh going and weeping. They shall go and seek the Lord their power." And that's what we're doing, man. We're calling upon our power. Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai. We're coming together, the northern and the southern kingdom. "They shall ask the way to Zion with their faces thitherward, saying, come and let us join ourselves to the Most High in a perpetual covenant that shall not be forgotten. You know? So this everlasting covenant is what we're striving for, you know? We don't want this world to succeed. No, we want it to be destroyed, you know? Verse 8, remove out of the midst of Babylon, and go forth out of the land of the Chaldeans, and be as the he-goats before the flocks. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, Russia and its allies, and they shall set themselves in array against her. Thence shall she be taken. Their arrows shall be as a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. So when they get their missiles to fire upon this place, none will miss. It'll be a direct hit. You know, you play the game Missile Command, which also shows you the chariots, by the way. So it shows the nuclear missiles coming and destroying the cities, but also them chariots come down and destroying this place as well. Well, the only difference is, unlike playing Missile Command, you cannot destroy these chariots. You will not even come close to destroying these chariots. In the game, you can actually blow them up, you know, and the game gets faster and faster. But they show you that in the game Missile Command. Well, what do you think Missile Command is? You know, they thought the Patriot missile system would intercept nuclear missiles. You know, the Iron Dome was built, you know, thinking that they would stop nuclear missiles. No, Israeli state's going to be destroyed too. Because of the wrath of the Most High, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished, and hiss at her plagues. You know, they're going to see this place devastated, man. It's going to be on Rupley. It's going to be all around the world. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All you that bend the bill, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Most High. You know, no arrows are going to be spared. All of them are going to make their mark. You know, that's why all these other countries are arming up, man. They got their S-500s, S-200s, S-300s. They're ready. They're ready for intercepting missiles and to shoot their missiles. So, nonetheless, though, you know, we got that final hour coming up, you know. Because in 1 hour, this place will be destroyed. But, you know, the hour of temptation, you know. Where loved ones, people you know, are going to take the implantable microchip. People you didn't think were going to take the implantable microchip will take the implantable microchip. Because they're not going to be able to deal with the pressures thereof, you know? Pretty much, man, you saw the panic buying the first time, man. The hoarded toilet paper and other things. They weren't grabbing essentials. I mean, essentials were disappearing, but, man, the toilet paper and the hand sanitizers being the first things hoarded, you know, then hair dye. Man, this time it's going to be 100 times worse than that, you know? There's already food shortages, you know? There's going to be water shortages. Pretty much that's what's going to take place. You know, so things are going to get much more desperate, because when people are hungry and thirsty, man, they will spare none. They will come into your house, ravish your wives. You know that, you know, if you're a part of this elect. But our people, man, they're destroyed for their lack of knowledge, you know. They have no idea what's coming, you know. You know, a lot of people, you can't even convince them that this has all been a front for the New World Order, that the coronavirus is a front for the New World Order. Try watching a sports game. They tell you time and time again, oh, this person's out because of coronavirus. And this guy's out because with contact tracing, they found out this other person's positive. What do you think they're doing? They're getting it set up, man. Contact tracing, HR 6666, which a lot of people forget what the number of that is. For it's the number of a man, and his number is 603 Yet this legislature of contact tracing goes right along with it, 6 feet apart, 666. Yeah, the mark of the beast, the implantable microchip, which is going to be the way to tell if people have had their vaccinations. You know, you're not going to be able to enter therein unless you have vaccination pass, which is also known as COVID pass. You know, they already have that out there in Africa. They tested it there. You know. And then you got New Zealand and, you know, which pretty much forced quarantine camps, which are FEMA camps pretty much, set up everywhere. So if you refuse to test, they just hold you there longer, you know. So they think that that's incentive. Well, this is where you got to be diligent, man. They're going to do everything they can to try to get you to give in. You can't even say, all right, I'll take it. No, man, we ain't taking it, you know. And yeah, you can bet in them prison houses, man, they're going to be trying to force pork and everything else there. I mean, look at what happened to Hashim. man. You know, she was kidnapped by the goddamn customs and detained here. Press TV reporter Hashimi, and they tried to feed her pork, and they even made her take off her shawl. You know, because unlike all these other places, man, Persia, they still keep the customs, man, which they learned it from us, that women are supposed to be covered. You know, they still keep their customs. Unlike most of the other places that have been influenced by Babylon, and they don't keep the customs anymore, such as Syria, man. You know, their women are uncovered too, you know, because everybody followed after Babylon. So we know that Babylon is America. So anybody telling you that's the Vatican or anything else, man, Vatican doesn't rule over the world, man. It's a very small little tiny city, smaller than even DC. Babylon, America, rules over the world, you know. You got other false doctrines out there, but nonetheless, though, you know, we expose these things, and that's why we come out here to give you the real truth, man. We've been catfished for so long, man, you know, with images and then just the message all together, which is part of the image, you know. We've been taught that, okay, you can do whatever you want, just as long as you call upon the name Jesus Christ, that you'll be saved. And that's not even his name. That's an idol. That's Baal, you know. So you can't call upon Baal and expect to be saved. All these other people, man, you know, saying that you just call upon Baal. You know, that's not what's going to save everyone. No. You know, having the names Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, and pretty much doing the things that are asked of you. Repent now, you know, while you still got time, you know. Because, you know, this devil, Esau, man, he's coming down having great wrath because he knows that he has but a short time. You know, eventually we won't be out here. It's coming to the time, though, that they're going to lock everything down anyways. You know, there's curfews in other places, you know, already. You know, pretty much, man, you know, essentials. You know, which are your big corporations. They're the only ones that are allowed to stay open. You know, so as Redding is in the purple tier, you know, pretty much, you know, they're going to keep on doing it, man. They're just switching back and forth until the second lockdown nationwide. A nationwide lockdown is coming. You know, definitely. It doesn't even matter which one wins anyways, you know, because, of course, you know, don't forget Operation Warp Speed, you know, forced vaccinations is going to happen despite who actually really did win this last thing. But they're pretty much, you know, saying that Biden is the next president. Well, what does he want? He wants a microscopic tag to be implanted in everyone, you know, so it's coming, you know, the mark of the beast is going to be here, and you will be tested, you'll be tried, you know, but he will keep thee from the hour of temptation, you know, but everybody else, people you know and love, man, they're going to actually get it. They're going to get the implantable microchip because they're just not going to be able to deal with the pressure, you know, they got to keep their job, they got to feed their family, they got every reason to take the mark of the beast, and it's pretty much going to be made mandatory very shortly here. Let's face it, though, it's already pretty much a mask mandate, and that's another one that they're going to throw out there just right before the implantable microchip. They're going to make a nationwide mask mandate. They already did it here in California, man. You know, you have to wear a fucking mask in just about every place, you know. But they're going to make the laws even more strict. I mean, some places like Riverside County, man, they make it a $500 fine if you're caught not wearing a mask, you know? And then after that's $1,000, you know, that's a lot of money, you know? But, you know, that's what happens. You see, times are going to get more tough, you know? This devil's having great wrath, you know? Because pretty much, man, a mask means that you're showing your servitude. You know, that pretty much you're proving to them that you're their slave and they're your handler, man. You think that these celebrities that got it bad? Nah, man, everybody's got it bad, man. Causes all both small and great. I mean, what part do we not understand about that? You know? And we're there in the time that, you know, we would be out there prophesying. We would come to the remembrance of who we are and great fear. You know? Revelation chapter 11, verse 11. And after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of life from Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. You know? they're afraid, man, because now we have this knowledge of who we were, man. We didn't know who we was before. Yeah, we were all those other bywords, but now we know who we are. You know, and we Israelite foreigners, you know, those that may not even look, are finding out, wait a minute, this is residing in me. I'm an Israelite, you know. Thank goodness for Apostle Gabar putting that out there, that if the Spirit resides in you and you have the knowledge to receive this, then you're an Israelite, you know. And I reiterated that, you know, because it's true, man. That's how the Spirit of life is entering into people. You're an Israelite, despite what you might look like. Not everybody's going to look like, you know, Shaft. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. You know, that's talking about the big chariot. They show you that in the Atari game, Cosmic Ark. And that's a term, you know, Ark, Cosmic Ark. You know, so, you know, the big chariot. You know, pretty much. That's where way we're going to be carried away. Indeed, and that's the flying continent that Chris Green sees. But at the same hour was a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell. Why do they call it the 10th part of the city? All 10 regions of FEMA. Get it? And in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000, and the remnant were frightened and gave glory to the power of heaven. That's right, man. Because they're going to see this place destroyed in 1 hour. And they're going to also see the glory of that flying roll, the great chariot. The second woe is past. And behold, the third woe cometh quickly. Talking about the Second World War has passed. But this Third World War is coming quickly. You know, it's going to be here very shortly. So, you know, this is a time to be in, you know. This is the time, you know, that is good to be alive, you know. But we're going to see a lot of things, you know, before that. You know, we're going to see loved ones take the mark of the beast. It's inevitable. They want to be a part of this world, you know. They're going to have every excuse for taking it. Don't put your faith and trust that this person's not going to take it, because guess what? They might just take it, you know. But don't be tempted to take it with them, to just cave in with them. You see, because that's going to be Satan's best tool, is to use your woman to try to get you to take the implantable microchip. You know, those of us that are with women, you know, got to be very careful about that, you know, because this devil's going to come in every way possible. They'll probably show you your woman having the microchip and trying to get you to take the microchip. And we already know, though, that there are spies among our camps, and there are people coming with the implantable microchip just spying on us. It's too late for them, you know? It's too late. We know that it's inevitable. We know that there are foes among us, you know, that pretend to be. But we can also tell, this is why we said that there would be no new members in Great Millstone. We already could tell that it was happening then, you know? No new members in Great Millstone. It's been a standard for the last couple of years. So what do you think's happening? That means that the elect are being sealed and the gap is being closed, man. You know, there's just been too many bug outs, you know, those that just, they really weren't in love with this truth. Because if they were in love with the truth, they would have been diligent about it all along. But they're in love with the world, and they have every excuse as to why they won't do the 3 videos a week at the time, right? 3 videos a week was the original requirement, but now that you've been in this longer, now that you know what's in the scriptures, that's right there, it's scriptural, give us our this daily bread, that we're supposed to be giving the daily bread every day. Every day we're supposed to be putting up edifying videos, you know. So it's a decree that's out there, you know. Be diligent, you know. There was a year of death, diligence, and destruction, man. Think about that, you know. You're either diligent or death and destruction would come for you, you know. And you're going to be chastised for this, you know. I talk about it all the time, you know, that my place, you know, I lost my place last year. A lot of people have been losing their place this year, you know, so I dealt with it early, you know. Landlords are just looking to make it quick bucks, so they say that they're renovating a place to get a huge tax write-off because they just bought their real estate, and now, you know, so they kick out old tenants and they just move in other ones, but they say that they renovated the place. Yeah, they can lie. Does this devil ever tell the truth? Hey, if they can lie about who the angels were, who the nations were, you think that they wouldn't lie to you about the real estate? they lie about everything. So, of course, the election is cheated, right? You know, they're going to say that Biden won Georgia. And they're going to probably say that Biden won Nevada as well. You know, that's what it's looking like. You know, it's a shit show. You know, all we do as prophets is we watch the shit show and we report on it. You know, and we give you a spoiler alert. The spoiler alert is that, you know, this place is going to be destroyed by nuclear fire. I mean, that's the biggest spoiler that there is. And that if you're an Edomite, you're going to be destroyed anyways. But if you're with the philosophies of Esau Edom, you know, and you're married to that, it means that you worship the beast, and you're going to take the mark of the beast. You're going to take that chip. You're going to take that vaccine. You're going to get tested. Because you're in love with Esau Edom. You're in love with the power structure. You know? That's just it, though, is that it's coming to its end. And this devil knows it. You know? People see, though, that indeed, it looks like that Trump is not going to be able to save the day. You know? Now, there's going to be a recount. He's not going to go out like Romney. You know, Mitt Romney quickly conceded, even though there was definitely cheating there. Come on, man. The Benghazi scandal was out, you know? Everybody knew that Barack Hussein Obama lied and said it was a YouTube video that caused the death of those 4 men, you know, and the ambassador getting killed. But he still won re-election. Why? Because those that don't vote, the vote automatically was going to Obama. Same thing here. Those that don't vote, their vote ain't going to Trump. It's going to Biden, man. They cheat, man, because you see, Biden is that Jesuit that they wanted in power to begin with. The only reason that they gave everybody Trump is they knew that Hillary Clinton was, you know, not the one to run everything. They really wanted Biden, but Biden just wasn't strong enough. They had to do something, so they decided, oh, okay, we'll just give him 4 years of Trump. That's what it's really about. There's a lot of reasons why they want to get rid of Trump. Trump supporters support Donald Trump. They don't support the Republican Party. They give 2 shits about the Republican Party. They support Donald Trump. They support his ideas. They like him because he's different. Yeah. You know, he's, I would have to say, an entertainment value, man. He's really good. You know, there's a lot of things. But, you see, this is not our world anymore. So, you know, that's why we, the elect, man, we only, we don't partake in these things, but we watch. We watch through a glass darkly, you know. Our eyes have been opened and we see everything for what it is. You know, we knew from the very beginning that this shit show of the coronavirus was nothing but a hoax. I'm like, okay, that's the false flag that they want to run. They were going to do something, you know, that would cause all small and great. And we see how well the World Health Organization, Syria is on board, Iran is on board, you know. First, it was looking like enemy countries were the only ones getting it, right? China and all that. But guess what? So it ended up being a worldwide thing. So there we go. World Health Organization, right? The beast causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive the mark. It's going to be mandatory soon, you know. But you will not be able to buy or sell unless you have it. So may as well go ahead and get that out, you know. Because, yeah, it's a broken record, all right, but it's what's happening, though. Pretty much, man. Verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. You know, so pretty much, man, you ain't going to be able to buy or sell. You ain't going to be able to do anything in this society unless you have that mark, that RFID implant, the implantable microchip. Revelation 14, there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all the nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornications. All the nations wanted to be like America, built skyscrapers and all, built their metropolis. And the third angel followed them with saying with a loud voice. You know, we're part of that third angel, you know, because the third angel still speaks to the prophets. If any man worship the beast in his image, and receiveth his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. Nuclear warfare, third woe. And shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So that means the chariots are going to be destroying this place, just like in Missile Command. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever. and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the image and the beast, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. So pretty much, man, you take that RFID implant, you go get tested, you go get vaccinated and all that, you're going to drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High that's poured without mixture. You're going to be destroyed by the Most High and the angels, and you're most indefinitely going to be destroyed by the nuclear warfare. So I hope all this has been edifying like everything else. So we're going to remain diligent, and we're going to keep doing this while we still can. For that, I want to say, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, Wa Abad Babal, and Barak Atham to your hopeful elect. Shalom.